Right here to introduce Mam Shado. I don't even know where to begin. So I am just not going to waste your guys' time and let Mama come and talk to us and educate us on her journey in this music, in this culture. Yeah, man. Vulani ndlebe nimamele. Nifuze ukuhluzayo. But nimamele. Ladies and gentlemen, Mam Shado Twala.
But you know I love you, right? And I know your girlfriend is sitting in the...
Why?
Girlfriend for Kwantu.
Oh my man.
But that's not how I love you. I love you because you love music. And music is what we're all about. And this is what probably I want to talk about. We've just seen Malcolm do an amazing set. And because of what you continue to do for the music in the country, by doing the work that you're doing. So Nyabo, I'm done. I have shared the day today talking about myself, and sometimes it feels like I'm inflicting. You know, you do things that make you feel happy. But the brief was I'm going to talk about the music industry, but I think I don't have the official title to talk about the music industry. But I'm going to talk about my journey through the industry.
Yes, please. Yes.
And it was just by luck that I got into radio, and I got into loving my people, really, which is what we try to do as a station, and sikhulisa laba abangabonwa. I mean, I see images of Bobusi Mhlongo, Postbongile, Kumalo in this room, and I think that's what our journey and our responsibility was about, to get onto radio and talk about and play the art form that was music that spoke to us, and try to promote other things that spoke to us as a people. Because on the radio business, it was still during the cultural boycott. But I found myself being attracted to what needs to be done and finding ways to get it to be done. Promoting people like Brenda Fasty, for instance, who I've shared lots of moments with, to promote people like, I mean, I've shared, it almost feels like I'm going to drop names. Drop the names. Drop them. Abo, PJ Powers, I worked with Private Bits, I worked with Chico, I worked with so many other young people that have brought us to where we are today. Or Yvonne, Princess of Africa.
When they were young.
But I've also done big things with people like Miriam Makeba. I traveled with her. In fact, if you go to a hotel in Mozambique, which is owned by Frelimo, is a picture of me and Miriam, Mama. But around us is Taumegi, is Chisano, and people come back and say, Abosipostoli have come back to say, you know, but it's things that the industry takes you to, depending on what you appreciate as what Africa needs, connecting people. I always talk about the bilateral agreements that our country has with other countries, but there is no people-to-people democracy that happens. So we need to connect each other culturally. Yes. And so I try to do that with Mozambique. Shame, poor late Jesse Duarte was one of the people I worked with to try and get a Mirror Makeba festival happening in Mozambique. I went to Cuba with Natin Tetra. I've been all over the world trying to get people to do a people-to-people democracy thing happening, and it hasn't yet happened. But I'm still trying. I haven't given up yet, because I think through music, through the arts actually, theatre, music, food actually as well. Our food is so related that we can connect. And I'm happy with what Donald Trump is doing with us right now, because I think we need to find ourselves, find the common threads around us, and create our own thing around them. And music is the easiest. It's the first one. And what Malcolm, I think, played today, I think Malcolm is very passionate about poverty in our country. But I also believe that we can change our mindsets, not only about recognizing that where we are, but doing something about it. And do we do it through music? Do we do it through food? Do it through dance? Do it through theatre? There's so many avenues that we have to heal ourselves and get ourselves going and combine ourselves and be community. Like today, I came here today because I said, Kalo, hey man, next year uzo by 100, still up. You know, because we need to kind of join figures and whatever ways we can and bring all of us here. Support Kalo, but we're not supporting one person. We're supporting ourselves to celebrate ourselves. Mina next year mang figa, ngizopela. You know, and those kinds of things. So I'm saying my life has been fruitful. Angina degree, angizange university, ngifunde standard 10 in today, but oh my God, it's been amazing. Because I believed in myself. I believed in what I needed to do and used those things that I've just set out for you to as trajectories to do the things that I want to do. So I'm saying each one of us sitting here today can leave here today and go and advance what is happening here today and grow it into a bigger and more sustainable way of life. Singer man is complaining, but what can you do today for yourself to advance what we're doing? Minang bambung tulong bambi jazz shame. Album jazz. Because jazz is also the path that our people took to tell the world about our struggle. Okay, so jazz is not just good music. It talks like Malcolm is talking about poverty, which hasn't been eradicated. Hugh spoke about Istimela, and other people spoke about so many other things. Johnny Kiani, I wish I had met him when I was younger because we didn't put it. All of that speaks to who speaks the truth about our circumstance. And not only about our circumstance, but also uses whatever you have to translate it. So you don't have to be a politician. You can be a musician, you can be a painter, you can be... Yeah, but you know, you can be expressive in any other way to talk about our condition in this country. So let's do that in order to bring ourselves together, bring ourselves towards ourselves, and not depend on, and not give our agency away to anybody else. And this is what my broadcasting did for me. I had to be broad, I had to be open and the custodian of so many stories. And it's taken me to so many places in the world that I never thought, without a degree by the way, I'd never thought that I would reach. I've met heads of states. I've met financially rich people. I've met and now I'm not moto, I'm not Andrew, I'm not Nix, but I have those memories to keep. Okay.
Yes.
But they remember me because of the stories I told them about my country. Okay? And that's what we need to do. We need to spread stories. Like Miriam Makeba went to the UN and spread stories about our country.
Public relations.
Public relations. We need to tell our stories in the most simple ways that people don't think we ought to do. And yesterday as we were driving here, I was saying, and I said, let's teach people how to speak our language.
Yes.
And not in a very sophisticated way, but and when it gets tough, Mabe say Kruger National Park, they won't even regret not knowing what language you're speaking because by born and I hear. So these are I in Dovu no my ban. So we force them into those situations. But I'm so grateful to be here and I'm grateful to have to share the story with you. But I'm saying each one of us are soldiers now for Kwantu.
Soldiers.
Next year, sizoba double what we are today. Because sizohamba siyopreacha ukuthi Kwantu is our family and is where we get mindsets to change. So, ngicela nonke next year ni 2 ni 3 ni 4 ni 5. Basicela sibuye kwaKwantu. Ngiyabonga.